Hello and welcome. Welcome back to episode two of my new tier list series. And in this one, last one, I did the starter Pokemon, like all of them, like middle stage, final stage, the starter, the forms, all that. Now we're going on to a category that I really enjoy, the mythical Pokemon. Mythical Pokemon are a mixed bag. Some people say they're legendary, some don't. But recently, the mythicals have been really weird. But let's get into it. First up, the starting, the first mythical Mew. Mew is B tier. Not insanely amazing in my opinion, but not as. On the same regard, Celebi is B tier. Celebi is the original fairy Pokemon in my opinion. Even funny, it's the magic lettuce. It's the magic onion. But both are very good mythical. Like they both look at them and you can see that mythical status, and both have incredible shinies. Jirachi. I don't really care for Jirachi too much. It does have an amazing shiny, but on the other hand, Deoxys. The Deoxys, I'll go C tier. Honestly, I don't really care for the defense form. I'll put the speed form in A tier, and I'll probably put the attack form in C tier. The speed form is the coolest form, I think. Okay. Pretty good, I think. Next, the Sinnoh Mythicals. Being a Sinnoh fan, obviously, Fion is F tier. Manaphy is a little real cute, but I never really cared for Manaphy. Darkrai is obviously S tier. Okay, Shaman and Shaman Sky are very different. I don't really care for either of them, but I do say Shaman Sky is the cooler of them. But and then Arceus is B tier, but of course Darkrai is the best, is the S tier, is the best Sinnoh mythical. You go on. Okay, Victini. Okay, I'm putting Victini in B tier strictly because I love it shiny and in Wishes. Like there's a whole anime episode where Tepig, like the beginning stage starters, like destroyed some fully evolved Pokemon, I think, because of Victini. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. Then we got Keldeo. Water water type, probably the Swords of Justice. Okay, I can't remember what its form is, but I'm putting that form in A tier. And I'm putting the normal form probably in C tier. Because it looks like My Little Pony, to be honest. Like that form is cool, but it looks like My Little Pony. Next up, uh, I do like the green Meloetta, the original form. I can't remember this form's name, but I do like it more. And also top tier shinies. Next, ooh, weird, controversial. The Genesis is actually my favorite mythical, especially with the shiny. I love Genesis. Its story is so interesting. There's the whole it could have it, the whole theory that it was a Kabutops. I love that. Genesis is okay. I don't really care for Diancie. I'm not gonna lie, it's like a chosen carbink or something. I don't really care. Yeah. Okay. Don't really care about Hoopa either. The Unbound form is cool and scary at the same time. This little shit, annoying. Okay. Volcanion, I don't really care about Volcanion. Shiny is, whoa, attacks your eyes. He's kind of a dick in his own movie, but I don't care. Okay, the two Magearna forms. I really do like the royal colors on this one, but then the normal one, I don't really care for the gray. Okay. Marshadow, Zero Aura. Top tier, top tier mythicals, amazing. I do think Marshadow has that mythical status a little more than Zero Aura does. I feel like you could see multiple Zero Auras just in the wild, but I feel like you could only ever see one Marshadow. And also him in the I Choose You movie was really good. Next, Melmetal and Meltan. Okay, I don't really care. I don't really fuck with Meltan. Looks like just a Ditto that forgot to fully change. Melmetal. J Max will probably A tier, but Melmetal, especially in the anime, he was so funny, so fun. I don't really care for Zarude. Again, Zarude kind of has that. It doesn't feel mythical status. Like I feel like I could see Zarude in the wild normally. Like a lot of these mythicals, you feel like you'd never see him. Like you literally only ever see him once. Like there's only one of them. But Zarude looks like just your average grass monkey. Looks like this just looks like a grass dark monkey. You don't really get that mythical status. Okay, most recent on this list is Petra. And although I don't really love its design, I'm putting an A tier strictly for the little storyline you got for the Pecha Berry. Once you got the like mystery gear Pecha Berry and you went to Kitakami, the whole matcha storyline is very fun, and also connecting him to the poisonous chains of the Monkey Dory, Fizzlippity, and Okidogi. Really cool. Love that. That's probably why it goes in A tier, honestly. But since this was a more of a shorter one, could probably do another one. But yeah, this is the my mythical Pokemon tier list. Now, I'll probably just do all quote unquote legendaries, but mythical, legendary, then you got Ultra Beasts. And Ultra Beasts are kind of weird because they're supposed to be like alien like, but yeah, let's get into it. Necrozma, B tier. I'm realizing Ultra Necrozma is not on here, but Ultra Necrozma would be S tier. But Necrozma just, yeah, it doesn't do the like middle. It doesn't do it as much as Ultra Necrozma does. But the forms it has with Slowgaleo and Lunala. Lunala's is amazing. Slowgaleo's is really good, but I love Lunala's. Pheromosa, probably C tier. I really fuck with her. B tier for Guzzlord, just because especially in Ultra Sun and Moon, where you go find him in the Ultra Space Ride, he's literally destroying like the first town, Melemele Island. You could see the signs. That was insane. Next, Kartana. I love Kartana being like pretty much paper mache origami, and also having little samurai features you can see. Really cool. Buzzsaw, probably Buzzsaw on B tier. Just because it's funny. Buzzsaw's a pretty fun Pokemon. Celesteela. Celesteela probably C tier, honestly. But yeah, Celesteela C tier. Okay. Stack Attack is actually one of my favorite Ultra Beasts, especially with its gold shiny building, but I just like plus Stack Attack that's fun to say and the little eyes. Very fun. Circuitry, probably A tier. It don't kind of moat. Also, yeah, it kind of it pretty looks cool to me. The copper wires look like hands. It's a pretty cool Pokemon. Nihilego. Nihilego being the first Ultra Beast we were introduced to, it does do the alien. Like it looks more alien than Pokemon, so I'll give it B tier mostly for that. Then Cephalon. So Stakataka and Cephalon, I believe, were the new ones to Ultra Sun and Moon that we were introduced to. And but Cephalon's getting a B tier just because it's funny and its shiny is really good. But out of the two version exclusives, or the ones we got, this one was shown in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, I prefer Stakataka. Next, we got the obvious S tiers, Poipole and Magneto. These are these are probably everyone's like most favorite Ultra Beasts, and their shinies being black and yellow like Hornets. Yeah, these if honestly these are Magneto's probably the best. Then I'll probably go Stack Attack, Dusk Moon, and then Poipole. Yeah, that's the Ultra Beast list. Not a bad list. Alright, and the final list we'll be doing today is the strictly legendaries. I know if you look, you'll see the mythicals on here and the Ultra Beast. We will not be doing those, but everything else, legendary wise, we'll be doing. Oh, and we're not doing the super legendaries, we're just normal legendaries. Let's get to it. So Articuno and Galarian. So Galarian Articunos would be Articuno's C. Okay, both Zapdos for me are A tiers. Moltres is honestly a D tier, but Galarian Moltres is probably A tier. Mewtwo is probably S tier, the OG. But I don't really care for its megas. But Mewtwo is the OG legendary, but I don't really fuck with its megas. Then Raikou is a B tier. Entei. Raikou is actually my favorite of the legendary beasts. I like Raikou a lot, but Entei and Suicune are really good. So Lugia is probably S tier. Honestly, Ho-Oh is S tier too. Both are very amazing Pokemon. It's the Regis. So I have actually never given the Regis a single thought. But the noises they make, very funny. But other than that, I have not given them a thought. Similarly, Latios, I do like their megas. Their megas are really cool. That purple is really good and fits the Jets, but they're also just kind of there. What you got? Kyogre and Groudon are in the same vein, but I do really like the primal forms. But of course, everyone knows Rayquaza is S tier legendary. Now, being a Sinnoh fan, like I've said before, I honestly don't really care for the Lake Trio, but I do love Dialga. I feel like its origin form is okay. I do like Pialga, Palkia, sorry, but I do not like its form. If it had hands, it would be fine, or if it stuck to the way it looks normally. But I didn't think it needed to go to that Arceus looking. Honestly, actually like Heatran. I know not many people do, but I really do like Heatran. I do not care for Regigigas. Slow start, and honestly, it looks like that. It's supposed to be foliage. It looks like mold on some old golden thing, and it's supposed to be the leader of these Regis. It's good for being a leader of a trio, but nah. Okay, next Giratina. Both forms, S tier. Giratina is one of the best legendaries, and it has a really badass shiny form. Cresselia, although I do like it shiny, I've never really cared for Cresselia. Not enough to hate her, not enough to be like, oh my god, Cresselia. Now we got Swords of Justice. Honestly, I do like Terrakion more than the other two, shiny and personality wise, on how he was in anime. We got the Genies. I'm gonna be straight with y'all. I do not fuck with the Genies or their other forms. Do not care for the Genies at all. Next up, we got the Tau Trio. Okay, Reshiram I really like, but Zekrom is my favorite out of the bunch, and I don't really care for Kyurem or its forms. I get Kyurem supposed to be like leftovers, but it looks too incomplete compared to how these two look. If I had to pick, I would go with Zekrom. Next, we got Life Tree. So I actually feel the same way about Xerneas and honestly Yveltal. I feel I like a little more, especially it's shiny. Dog Zygarde, probably go B tier. Snake Zygarde, probably go B tier. But complete form Zygarde, probably go in S tier. Really badass. Plus they all have the amazing white on green shiny. But I do like complete form. It does not, to me, it doesn't look like Pokemon too much sometimes, but it does look legendary, which is exactly what you want your legendaries to look. And next up, I don't really know if these count, but I don't really care for Titanal and Savali. I get they're supposed to be like man-made legendaries, but to me, I don't really care for them that much. Next, the Tapu. I love Tapu Koko and Tapu Bulu. Tapu Lele and Tapu Fini. I don't really like too much. Plus, when I caught them in Sun and Moon, these two gave me the most trouble. Well, these two honestly were my best friends. Plus, they don't have top tier shinies, but Coco and Boo pull it off a little better in my opinion, just because their colors. Actually, yeah, Tapu Lele too, but just basic design, I would go with. Next, although I did like him in the story, Cosmog and Cosmo, don't really fuck with him. Slogaleo and Lunala next. Okay, Slogaleo I'll put A tier. I love Lunala. Lunala is definitely A tier for me, especially with the like blood moon shiny it has. Next, we're honestly I would probably just because I couldn't do it in mythical, I'll put Ultra Necrozma in here. Ultra Necrozma is S tier. It wasn't the Ultra Beast one, so I'll put him in this one. But he is definitely S tier. Next up we have Sword and Shield. So out of when they're the the normal forms, I do like Zamazenta better. But out of the crown form, I do like Zacian better. Zamazenta is really good, but I do like Zacian's form a little better. And then Eternatus, I don't really care about Eternatus. And then its cool form can't even use, so I don't really care for that. Kubfu, I'll be honest, I love Kubfu's little personality. Urshifu. So you got Single Strike and Rapid Sun. Honestly, both are probably A tier for me, but their Gigantamax forms are S tier. Both Gigantamax forms are definitely S tier. That white with their primary colors looks fucking amazing. Next, the new Regis. I do not really care for Regidrago too much, but I'll put Regieleki in S tier. I love Regieleki. Electric Cage is a really good, really badass move. I'd put Regieleki in S tier. Next we have Glastrier. I put in C tier. Glastrier I never really like. Holy cow. Spectrier I put in B tier. Although they are OP, I do not like how they look with Calyrex on them, and I don't really like Calyrex's design. But yeah, he was funny in the story, but I don't like his big head too much. Next, another genie. Actually, I don't mind Unanimous too much, but the form, nah, not fucking with that. And I'm not. I would do Paradox on their own, but next we got the Ruins. Okay, so ironically, I love Chin Pao. I cannot remember the fish names, but I like the fish. And I honestly don't mind the moose, Tinglu and Wo Chen. I don't mind the snail. But I do like Chin Pao and the fish a lot more. Okay, next okay. Koraidon probably go in A tier, and Miraidon probably go in B tier. I do like Koraidon a little more. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna swap them. I do like Miraidon a little more. And being the way it's futuristic and actually rolls like tires when you use them in game, really badass. But I did if okay, I probably should honestly I won't put them both A tier. But if it was this form, I like Koraidon more. If it's the bike form, I like Miraidon. Next up we have so I don't really fuck with Okidogi and Monkey Dory, but Pheasantipity I like a little more than them. I do like their story of ugly, beautiful, weak, strong, stupid, smart. how the chain did that to them, but I do like Fezandipiti more than the other ones. Next we got Ogerpon. Um, I'll probably put Ogerpon in B tier. I do like the design and the masks. Honestly, I do like the fire mask and the grass mask more. And I'll probably have to put the rock mask and the water mask in C tier. But I do like the grass mask is obviously the best one, but the fire and the grass I like more than the rock and water. And its boss fight was insane, having to fight each individual mask. Was not ready for that. To be honest with you, was not ready for that. Then we got Terapagos. The normal form, I'll put in B tier. This form, it's like final form. I'll put in C tier. Not really care for it, but this form being essentially a turtle, I'll put in A tier. Love the way the form looks. A little messy at times, but yeah. Okay, so that is my tier list for the legendaries. S tier and then F tier. So I'll do Paradox real quick, just because some people count as legendary, so I'll do Paradox too. All right, now we're on the final tier list because some people count Paradox, some don't, but might as well do. So the Great Tusk is A tier, in my opinion, along with Root Bonnet. Fluttermane, although OP and competitive, Fluttermane is Screen Task tier to me. Slitherwing's probably B tier. Semi Shocks, although interesting, it's probably C tier. Now, I do not like Iron Treads. I like Iron Bundle a little more. Iron Hands is my favorite. Iron Jugulis, Iron Moth, Roaring Moon, and Iron Valiant are. I don't like the future ones more just because like this one, the past ones are great to Slitherwing, then it's just Iron something. It does bring them down a little bit. Next you got the Legendary, so Walking Wake. I do I do like the legendary beasts more than the Sword of Justice. A lot more, especially the Entei one in the Walking Wake and something Roaring Blaze or something like that. But I do like them a little more than Raging Bolt is on the list, higher than the Sword of Justice, but I don't like it as much as the other two. And so, okay, so these are Paradox Pokemon, so I'll put them up here too. Yeah, there's the Paradox list. That's the whole legendary tier list video. Thank y'all for watching this.